Hi, Dr. Art Rapkin here, and I'm with one of my patients, and this is Connie. And Connie just told me some incredibly good news today, but I'm going to let her tell you directly about the results she's gotten from working together.
Well, I took a class at UW-Waukesha with Dr. Rapkin and really liked what he had to say. So in March, around March 21st, we started working together. And when I started working with Dr. Rapkin, I am diabetic. I was on insulin and 2 other medications, and I was on blood pressure medications, and I was severely overweight. My weight was about 269 pounds. Since then, I've lost 48 pounds. And
48 pounds since the 3rd week in March.
Yeah.
And now we're in the 2nd week in June.
And I am off insulin. I am off one of my medications. I still take one medication for diabetes. My blood sugars run in the 90s, which they've been in the 400s when I started.
It was in the what?
Between 2 and 400s. It kept bouncing around.
So your insulin numbers have reduced from between 2 and 400 down into the
No,
90s.
my blood sugar numbers have
your blood sugar.
Yeah, have gone down, and now I don't need the insulin anymore, and I'm off of one of the medications. Still take the metformin.
So we're curing diabetes.
Yeah, and then I had this interesting blood disorder. My body decided 3 years ago not to absorb any iron anymore. I was put on iron pills, and that didn't work, and it got to the point where what happens is when my iron count goes too low in my blood cells dissolve. So when they started falling apart, I started losing blood volume. So when I started seeing my oncologist, my blood volume was at 6, and that's when you need blood transfusions. So I had to have a transfusion because I couldn't walk and talk anymore. Just collapsed at home. And he did like 200 and some tests. He can't figure out why I have what I have. And he just could treat it by giving me iron infusions, and so I had to get those at least every 3 months, every 6 months, and so we started doing it every 3 to 6 months. I had to get 6 infusions, and that would keep me for about 3 to 6 months, depending on how I felt and how my body was reacting. I had a follow-up in March before I started, and my blood was okay. I didn't need an infusion, but I just had 6 in January. So then I did a follow-up yesterday, and he is ecstatic because I hadn't lost hardly any blood volume. I went from 11.3 to 11 which has never happened before. So I barely lost any of my blood, and my iron is so good that he decided not to give me any infusions and said, let's just wait and see what this does. He said, I'm loving it. Maybe you don't even need the iron anymore. So that to me was one of the huge things, because I had so many reactions to the iron. I would always get sick from it, and so it was always a day spent in the hospital and all that stuff, and I don't have to do that anymore.
So you're eating really good foods.
Yes.
Your body is responding, and you're becoming more able to function normally.
Oh yeah, the energy level is incredible. I have 3 children, and I don't think I've had this much energy since before I had them.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I do. I am extremely happy about being able to walk. I walk 3 days a week, and I do Zumba, which is crazy but fun.
Well, I'm happy to be a part of that and a contribution to a positive aspect of your life.
Yeah, losing the weight is incredible, but what's even more so is the other health benefits. That, to me, is even worth more.
You, too, could become healthier. Just remember, Dr. Rapkin always says, health begins with self. You can change your health and change the trend toward morbidity and disease by beginning to implement new things into your life that you're not currently doing, and stop doing some of the things you're doing that are harmful. And that's the word today from Vitality, Health, and Wellness, Dr. Art Rapkin. And Connie, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.